Plaintiff, Dominique Smith, says she fell in love with the defendant the moment they met, despite the fact that she had a boyfriend. Dominique claims after she and the defendant started dating exclusively, she gave birth to their son. But the defendant said he looked too white to be his child. She's suing her ex for unpaid rent. Defendant Regino Hernandez says after Dominique got pregnant, he started seeing messages between Dominique and her ex, and that, combined with the fact that his baby was born with blue eyes and blonde hair, is what caused him to have doubts about being his father. Regino petitioned the court for a paternity test, and he's countersuing for emotional distress.
Start with you.
Well, Your Honor, I met the defendant in 2010. When I met him, I kind of fell in love with him. I'll be honest, I was in a relationship when I met him. The relationship between he and I wasn't like a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. It was more of a friendship. So when I met him, I kind of thought I had found my best friend. The relationship that I was in when I met him, it wasn't a good relationship for me. So in 2013, I want to say, it ended between us, the guy that I was with.
Were you all dating those 3 years?
Me and...
Behind your guy's back?
No, we weren't dating, but we had been sexual. I'm being honest.
Mm-hmm.
So...
You're not the first one.
Okay.
So
Well, Your Honor,
don't worry about it.
I ended up leaving that guy in 2014-ish. Me and Reggie, once again, started back talking, but more so towards a relationship. 2015, we decided to move together. 2015, January, we moved together. In March, I was pregnant. We were pregnant, expecting our child. November, I ended up giving birth to that child. Well, in the hospital, when I woke up after having the baby, I have the defendant, Reggie, kind of looking strange, looking weird, and I'm wondering, what's up? What's going on? I said, okay, what's wrong? That baby looked like a white man's baby. Your Honor, I'll be honest, I was very shocked because I had just went through...
You were shocked that the baby looked white?
No. Your Honor, I was shocked.
Blonde hair, blue eyes, very pale.
I was shocked that he was saying that the baby looked white. Well, the baby was, first of all, he was premature.
During your pregnancy, did you all were getting along?
We were awesome.
Okay.
The relationship was awesome.
I'm trying to see if it was, you know, some guys while you're pregnant, I don't want this baby. Let me see how I'm going to get out of this. I was intending to leave her next year.
No.
Now I'm stuck. I know what. I'm going to claim it's a white man's baby. I don't care if it dark as the judge's robe. That's a good way to get out of this.
No, not the case.
All right. Let me hear from you, sir. Get some background.
Well, me and Dominique, we met through mutual friends. We became close friends, real good friends. We made it exclusive and we moved in together January of 2015. Like she said, March 2015, we was pregnant. I was happy. I
like the way he said. He said, we were pregnant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was happy. You know, it's my best friend.
Most folks say, she got pregnant.
Right.
Like,
it was the first
something happened to her. I don't know what it was.
Nah.
Go ahead.
But it was the first child. I have 3 prior children, but it was the first that was made out of love. So I thought, you know, right then and there, she was the one. Finally, everything was over. It was okay. During the pregnancy, I went through her Facebook. I seen messages between her and other guys while she was pregnant.
White guys.
No, not white guys. Not white guys.
What type of stuff?
Messages about meeting up, going out. I even seen messages between her and her ex about meeting up, about calling from her other Facebook page that I knew nothing about.
And her history didn't help.
Nah, and the history didn't help. And I take half of the blame for that. But, so anyway, when she had the baby, like I said, the baby came out, blonde hair, blue eyes, as pale as me, him. Pale, as pale, honestly. I mean.
You ever met Dog before?
No. Well, yes. Yes, I did.
Oh, no.
But it was
No.
nothing like that. It was here in
Now,
your
how old is
courtroom.
the child?
The baby-
How old is the child?
He's 5 months now.
Oh, okay. 5 months.
I have a picture of him, Your Honor, if you'd like
All
to
right.
see him.
And did we take a paternity test here?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
All right, because our producers will ask if you want that whenever there's a debate.
Baby got blonde hair, blue eyes, and he's light
His eyes aren't, his hair isn't blonde anymore.
anymore.
Okay. Did you want to add anything else
Yeah, I
regarding
did.
background?
Well, when I confronted her, she lied about it. Mind you, I seen it. So when I told her
Lied about the internet.
the internet
communication.
messages, which I have one here.
All right, let's see it.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Now that's her ex before me, right before me. That's the ex, and that's a message directly
Petty.
to me. King is my son, my alleged son.
Oh, my God.
What's up? God, I love that girl to death, and I can't seem to let go. We've been talking, and she told me she still want to be with me, but she don't want to hurt you, man. Oh. She also told me she don't think King is yours. She has my heart, and all I want to know is if she gonna be with you. Tell her to stop calling me private behind your back and texting me on her other Facebook page. Lying to me and you. It's crazy. You ever heard of that?
Yes, Your Honor, it does sound familiar, but in my defense, like I explained to him, this is a man that I was with for 12 years. This is somebody who really has a problem with letting go. And that's not my fault that he's lying about some of the things that he's saying. I never gave him a notion that me and him could be together again. When I met this man, I fell head over heels for this man right here. I was in love with him, the second week that I had knew him. And it wasn't even about a sex thing. It was more so of a friendship.
Okay.
So that what he's talking about with my ex, I have no control over what that man says to him or what he writes to him.
right.
My actions should have showed him that I loved him and I was there with him and I wanted to be with him.
Your
All
action
right.
showed that you messaged him back. Y'all went back and forth.
Yeah, but that don't matter.
Yeah, I know. So, right then and there, she was the one. Finally, everything was over. It was okay. During the pregnancy, I went to her Facebook. I seen messages between her and other guys while she was pregnant.
White guys.
No, not white guys. Not white guys.
Plaintiff Dominique Smith is suing her ex-boyfriend, who petitioned the court for a paternity test because when Dominique got pregnant, he suspected she'd been cheating with her ex.
So the rent, $4,125. How does he owe for that?
Okay, Your Honor. When we decided to move together in January, we talked. Another thing that we talked about when we talked about the rent was planning a baby, too. I just want to throw that in there. Nevertheless, we decided on half. The two of us would split $750 in rent. That's $375 each. Plus, he was going to take care of a gas bill, and I was going to take care of an electricity bill in full. Mm-hmm. Well, every month was an excuse. Mm-hmm. There was a reason why he couldn't pay this, that. One excuse being, I got to do this for my other kids, or another excuse, my car is having this issue. For months, I ran into, there's always some reason why he does not have his
How long were you all living together
$375.
without him paying rent?
Well, he paid for 1 month, but we were together. We lived together for a year, the whole year.
And he went without paying for 11 months.
He went, yes,
All
he
right.
paid.
Sir, what do you say to this?
Well, when we moved in, we never discussed the payment arrangement as far as the rent go.
You weren't supposed to stay there free.
Well,
Let him finish, ma'am. Go
I
ahead.
live in Chicago, and she lived in Lake County, so I left Chicago to go to Lake County to move in with her. Quite naturally, I have a job in Lake County. But what she had was a 2-month-old newborn that she had 11 months before having my baby. So, I mean, my way of contributing was, looking after the baby and taking care of the gas bill. I never mentioned, or we never talked about the rent. Now, what In July, I had car trouble. I asked to borrow $600 to get my car fixed. And in return, she made me sign that
Okay, you have something?
A promissory note.
a promissory note.
Was he working when he moved with you? How did you expect
He
him
was
to
getting
pay?
unemployment.
Okay.
He had an income.
All right,
And he know we talked about him paying half.
okay.
And the only reason I signed that was to get the money.
And then as far as the gas bill, you were supposed to pay the gas bill, but you never paid it. I
You
got
signed
it
that
too.
because you needed the money for
needed
your
that money
car.
for my car.
And the emotional distress, how has she caused you emotional distress?
With all the lying and the drama between her and her family.
What is that?
Well, whenever it's an issue at the house, I have to talk with her mom and her dad and her siblings, and get them to talk to her, and then she'll talk to me. So with that being said, I don't know, it's just too much. They dibble in the household too much. Too much, too big of a say-so.
That's one of the things that men need to understand. And so you might have made the mistake of not having a job first. You want to say, okay, put him on the phone. He ain't working, he ain't paying no bills, ain't got nerve enough to talk crazy. Yeah, I'm going to talk to him. Yeah, young man, I don't care if you're 50. They're going to say, young man, what's going on over there? Here, my other daughter want to talk to you too. Hey, I don't know why you over there fighting. You ain't paying no bills. You ain't working. Here, my mama want to talk to you. That's what happens. If you had not made the mistake of moving in with a woman prior to having a means of taking care of yourself, nonetheless her, you set yourself up for that. So she didn't cause you no emotional distress because they fussed at you. So you're going to have to pay her this rent. The other question is whether you're going to have to pay her this child support.
So is. Ain't no question now. I don't have a question, and I already know what it's going to say.
Okay. Get the results.
I know what it's going to say. Get ready.
Are you working yet?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you work.
You are working?
Yes, sir.
Good. As if the child is yours, the child support court may go back to the time you all stopped living together. And when was that?
January.
Okay. So we'll see.
Confronting her, she lied about it. Mind you, I seen it. So when I told her
Lied about the internet.
the internet messages, which I have one here.
All right, let's see it.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Plaintiff Dominique Smith is suing her ex-boyfriend, who petitioned the court for a paternity test because when Dominique got pregnant, he suspected she'd been cheating with her ex.
I'm not going to even look at it.
Get ready, baby.
Read it.
You ready? Listen.
Let her read it.
Listen hard. Listen hard.
Yeah, right.
Let her
Listen
read
hard.
the percentage. Read the percentage of the chance that the child is his. Either his or Doyle's.
99.9999997%. How about that? You like them?
He's happy. I know you're happy.
I am.
That's your son.
Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff. Your claim is dismissed.
Now get your together. Get your stuff together. Get your stuff together.
Yeah, right.
Let's try to make this work.
I'm
make
just
it
grateful
work.
that he is my son.
I love you.
And I continue to be
I
his
love
father.
you. Remember that. I didn't lie to you when I told you that. I loved you then and I love you now. You need to get yourself together.
Hopefully we could, become best friends again and co-parent, be great co-parents. I'm just glad he's my child.
I love this man and I want him to come home to his family. That's what I would like to happen. I want him to know that I'm done with those games and that I really want us to work.